She's phenomenal. I'm going to go on the record and say she's the best female collegiate player ever.
Ever? Well, I don't know about you.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point. Steph Curry, a little kid. Like Steph Curry, I love. You know why I love Steph Curry? Because I've never seen that before. I've never seen it.
In a shocking revelation that is rocking the basketball world, Shaq claimed that Caitlin Clark is far superior to her, and that she is the Steph Curry of women's basketball along with Angel Reese. Let's just say Shaq believes she isn't even on the same level as him. But after complimenting Caitlin Clark, things become pretty interesting. Shaq then went too far when he made a sexually suggestive remark about Angel Reese.
And I was a hater because, you know, I'm down. She was like, she's not going to hit that shot. And bam, like, damn, she's not going to hit that shot. Man, like, if I say 10 times you're not going to hit the shot and you hit the shot, that means you're the truth. So.
Oh, it's that last word that really got a sting. That means you're the truth. The last little phrase at the end. Dagger. That's got to be like a dagger right in the back from Shaq.
Oh no. Does he consider Clark to be a superstar and Angel to be simply a nice face with no talent? It seems like he's making Angel into a model for OnlyFans. Imagine how it must have felt to hear Shaq say this directly to Angel's face on her own podcast. Let's examine what Shaq said and why it's causing a stir in the basketball community. Picture Angel Reese sitting on her own podcast, probably expecting some props from none other than Shaquille O'Neal. But instead, she's holding back her emotions as Shaq begins praising Caitlin Clark in front of her.
Out Angel Reese, and you can tell her being none too happy about Shaq talking about Caitlin Clark during her Unapologetically Angel podcast.
You would believe that he didn't say it, but he did. Shaq doesn't just say nice things. He even goes so far as to call Caitlin the truth. And you know who they typically reserve that title for? Clark's Wayo. He goes all out and makes a comparison that has the basketball world talking. He's talking about Clark as if she's Steph Curry's second coming. Can you believe it? This isn't just some random guy expressing his thoughts. Shaq is a legend who has witnessed it all on the court. And when he speaks, people pay attention out.
Why do you think people love Caitlin Clark besides her skills?
She can shoot threes from logo.
We never seen that before. That's my point.
Now that you're probably wondering what Shaq said that made Angel so upset, let's dissect it. Shaq begins by discussing Clark's logo, which he said 3 times.
Doing stuff that people never seen before. She's doing stuff we never seen before. Never seen nobody do that on a consistent basis. There's a lot of girls in WNBA that done it in spurts, but you know, that game I'm watching y'all in the Final Four, I'm like, damn, like, and I was a hater because, you know, I'm down. She was like, she's not going to hit that shot, and bam, like, damn.
It's one thing to occasionally execute a spectacular play, but it's quite another to change the rules each time you take the court. Shaw also emphasized Caitlin's viewership figures, stating that she has attracted more spectators to the sport than we have ever seen. To be honest, he is correct. So, let's compare their viewership rates.
Average WNBA viewership, okay, game, 7,300 in attendance, okay? The average Angel Reese game is 10,100, 10,200 they come to watch her. You know what the average attendance is when Caitlin Clark plays home or the road?
What?
15,300, wow. Okay? 15,300.
Isn't that unbelievable? Shaq is essentially stating that Clark is in a class by herself. He is not merely praising her as a fantastic player. Rather, he is discussing how she is altering the game as a whole. Keep in mind that all of this is taking place directly in front of Angel Reese, and the tension is practically palpable on screen.
And a lot of people noticed it. Once again, listen to Shaq, and you can tell. Angel Reese gives a answer of quote-unquote, okay. You can tell she's none too happy about Shaq praising Caitlin Clark. And he levels some pretty heavy praise on her, and Angel Reese not happy about it.
And how does Angel respond to all of this? She tries to act calm, but you can tell it's killing her on the inside. When Shaw is talking about how great Clark is, all Angel can manage is a grudging. Okay, but Shaq keeps bringing up the fact that Shaq is a man with game-changing talent who is putting Clark on a pedestal that Angel can only hope to reach. In fact, he has been complimenting her since her very first WNBA game. In an interview, when asked about Angel Reese, he expressed some gratitude, but swiftly turned the conversation to Clark.
How excited are you to watch Angel play?
Very excited. It's my first time watching her play as a pro. And I get to see Caitlin Clark up close in person, so looking forward to the game.
You may be thinking that Shaq is just another fan hopping on the Caitlin Clark hype train. But what if I told you that the numbers paint an even more bizarre picture? We're going to break down statistics that will leave you speechless. In the end, Real recognizes. Real Shaq with his legendary eye for talent and sees something special in Clark that stands out in a league of its own. Let's take a moment to admire Clark's stats, since she is not only talented, but is also changing the landscape of women's basketball.
There have only been 40 triple-doubles in the history of the WNBA. Cheryl Swoops recorded the first WNBA triple-double during the 1999 season, while Caitlin Clark logged the most recent triple-double earlier this week. Caitlin Clark became the first ever rookie in WNBA history to record a triple-double twice in the same season. In that game, Clark scored her 103-point shot this season, becoming just the 6th woman to do so and first in her rookie season. She now has 102 on the season and is 19 away from Diana Taurasi in second place and 26 away from UNESCO of the New York Liberty.
Let's begin with the fundamentals. Caitlin Clark's points per game are astounding, not simply impressive. She leads a pack in women's collegiate basketball and is not just one of the top scorers. In addition to leading, Clark is putting up numbers that make other top players appear to be in high school.
Clark is the first rookie in WNBA history to have 40 points, 15 rebounds, and 15 assists in a 2-game span.
However, this is when things get really crazy. Clark is more than just a scorer. Her assist totals are incredible. We're talking about a player who, in addition to dropping baskets left and right, is serving as a master conductor for her teammates, as if she has eyes in the back of her mind or something.
Caitlin Clark is running away with the WNBA assists lead. She's 25 better than anybody else in the league. It's pretty extraordinary for a rookie. Caitlin Clark, in a shock to me, has proven already to be a once-a-generation passer. I did not see that coming at Iowa.
Experts have noted that Reese was the league's worst shooter from within 5 feet of the hoop. Can you believe that we're discussing shots that ought to be gims and that Reese is struggling to convert while Clark is out there making shots that most players would never even consider trying?
Angel's a poor shooter of the basketball. I don't know any other way to say it. She's just a poor shooter. She's now 38% from the floor, not from 3. She's 2 of 12 from 3. That's 17%. I'm talking about 38% on common shots from the field.
However, it goes beyond individual statistics. The difference between Clark and Reese isn't just significant. It's monumental. We're talking about 2 players who might as well be playing different sports. Clark's ability to score from anywhere on the court allows defenses to stretch out, creating opportunities for her teammates. When they try to double-team her, her elite passing skills come into play. Not only are Clark's numbers superior than Reese's, but they're in a totally different stratosphere. It would be like comparing a Ferrari to a bicycle.
Her three-point shooting has heated up, and nobody in the league can flick logo threes as effortlessly as Caitlin can.
Furthermore, experts are stating that Clark's abilities are not only remarkable for collegiate basketball. They're drawing comparisons to elite WNBA players and even some NBA players. That's correct. Clark is not only dominating at the collegiate level, she is demonstrating potential that is people discussing her as a potential pro superstar.
She is now the all-time rookie leader in points, assists, and three-pointers. There is exceeding expectations, and then there is whatever Caitlin Clark continues to do in her rookie season in the WNBA.
Thus, when Shaq asserts that Clark is telling the truth, he isn't merely lying. The data speaks for itself. People can't stop talking about Caitlin Clark because she isn't just better than Angel Reese. She's on a whole other level. She's not just playing the game, she's altering it.
insane when you think about the fact that Caitlin Clark was playing college basketball 3 months ago, and she was already setting these kind of records and has more 20-point games than all of the other rookies combined. The question was, how long would it take for Caitlin Clark to have a dramatic impact in this league? And the answer has been pretty darn fast.
Okay, so Clark is superior to Reese, but this is where things start to get crazy. What if I told you that she is not only outperforming her contemporaries, but also channeling one of the best NBA players ever? When Shaq made the shocking comparison between Clark and Steph Curry, let's see if she lives up to the hype.
She has taken every bar set for her and gone over it, and that is ridiculously impressive. Caitlin Clark is making a lot of people look silly.
Let's start by talking about those logo threes. Clark isn't just chucking up shots from half court for the highlight reel. She's draining them like they're layups. We're talking about shots that most players wouldn't even consider trying. And Clark makes them look effortless. It's not just the distance that's impressive, though. It's also the consistency. She has the confidence of a Curly to let it fly from anywhere on the court.
Mainly, Caitlin Clark just lets her game do all of her talking. I mean, she is the female Steph Curry because we just never see anything like this.
However, Clark's skill set goes beyond long-range bombs. Her ball handling abilities are absolutely amazing. She has a Curry-like grasp that makes defenders feel lightheaded. You have to rewind the clip to see how Clark did it because she has the ability to weave through traffic, change directions on a dime, and create space like she's had the ball on a string.
She is shooting step back, jump shot, three-pointers from the logo. Never did I think I would see that, and she's making them.
You may be asking, yeah, but can she create space like Curry? Well, let me tell you, Clark has that covered too. Her lightning-fast release shot is eerily similar to Curry's, and she requires little space to get it off, making her a nightmare for defenders. 1 second you think you have her locked down, and the next the ball swishing through the net.